Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Horror Realm. I'm Travis Bruce, and today I have with us a special group of guests with us. I have the team behind the musical horror play that's called Night Quintet. Everyone, welcome to the Horror Realm.
Hello.
Okay, first I'm going to shoot over to Beatrice.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
Okay, so hi. My name is Beatrice. I'm Brazilian. I'm violinist and singer. I play the role of Lily in the Night Quintet, and I'm also musical director of the show.
Awesome. Thank you for coming, Beatrice. All right, I'm going to shoot over to Therese now. Therese, welcome to the Horror Realm.
Hey, how you doing, Travis? So you've heard my name is Therese, and I am from Chicago originally. Aside from in this production being the fight choreographer and working with stage management and production, I am also an actor, which brings me into this realm with all of these wonderful people, and I'm very happy to be a part of this production and also to be a part of the new musical company.
Love it. I'm going to shoot down to Tim. Tim, welcome to the Horror Realm. Tim, you're muted. Tim, can't hear you.
Hi, thank you. Sorry, my microphone was off. I'm Tim. I'm English. I play Dr. Solomon, and I'm a pretty nasty person behind the scenes. I'm enjoying myself being part of this wonderful crew of people, and yes, there we are. That's my introduction.
Tim, it's a pleasure to have you on, my friend. Okay, I'm going to show it to Renee.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm Renee, and originally from Montreal. And I'm playing the part of Crane, and I believe Crane is a businessman that is kind of typical kind of businessman, very obnoxious, you know, very unpleasant, very arrogant, very self-centered, and very rude. And doesn't like anybody else but himself, you know, but his own self. And yeah, and you know, he's one of these people that drives everybody crazy, that is always negative in everything.
And we all know someone like that, right?
Yeah, we all know somebody like that. Oh yeah, I know.
All right, and finally, I have Salvatore. Salvatore, welcome to Horror Realm.
Hello. So my name is Salvatore. I'm Italian, and yeah, I'm a dancer, singer, teacher, choreographer, stuntman. I'm also yeah, I'm doing a lot of things, and yeah, on this show I will be an actor, singer, and movement. I will not say dance choreographer, but more movement choreographer, because there's no dance on the show. But some people have to move a little bit weird, so I'm here for that.
Awesome. All right, so the first question I have to ask. So it seems like this is a group that's all across the world. I mean, everyone from the United States to Brazil. What is it like? What has your experience been? This is amazing to work with so many people, so many different cultures, so many different environments. So, Teresa, I'm going to ask you first. I'm going to ask first.
Okay. I actually would love to answer that question. I talk about this a lot because I think it's important. Diversity and plurality, about people being able to be around each other and understand each other and see each other for the things that we are, that we have, that are the same, and the ways that we are different, and appreciate those things. For me, it's been a very good experience because I generally just like people. So I love the fact that all of us get to be who we are, and I get to learn so much from them about who they are and where they're from, and generally exploring our humanity, as theater is one of those types of concepts that bring people together like that. It's been a blast for me being around, particularly this group. I've really enjoyed being here and being with them.
Now, when you first, and And Therese, when you first attached yourself to this project, what stood out to you?
Particularly to this project or to the new musical company, because this project I'm adjacent to because I'm adjacent to the company. Mm-hmm. But so I definitely wouldn't back out at this point. But yes. Yeah, right. But particularly what stood out to me about the project itself, oh wow, several things. Number one, originality. That the script itself, as you already know from Alex, is written by Alex. It's a concept that he developed himself. The music. I really, 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 really love the music. And it's also very hard to pull one particular aspect out because all the things come together as being a whole that makes this just a good project. But that, and I like exploring some of the nature behind humanity in the project. It's a different access point to this. It's not like your usual access point where we're using people, everyday people. We're bringing the supernatural into this process, and it's an interesting access point, but still allows us to explore humanity. And I really find that interesting about the project.
Because when you add that supernatural element into it, it allows you to expand the story.
Yeah,
so much.
It does allow you to expand the story. It adds. So it's, for me, it's going to be a little bit of something for everybody. So if you're a person that's into horror, or if you're into these representations of the creatures that we have for the show, then that's for you. But if you're a person who likes to delve into the psychology behind people or the philosophy, we have something for those types of people too. So it's these layers that have come about with this production that I found to be also intriguing.
Love it. And Tim, I might ask you the same question.
For me, it works at two levels. So the new musical company, for me, my experience with it is a group of really talented people from, as you say, different countries, but with so much different experience behind them. For me, it's been a developmental experience. So developing musical theatre from a place where I was given an opportunity to be part of it. And then some very different projects. This project is not my usual sort of comfortable place to be, but as Therese said, it's there is psychology, there are different layers within it. So to be involved in it has made me really look at the genre a bit more and to consider, to kind of look past the theatrical and look at the philosophy or the psychology of it, if you like. And the way that Alex has woven text and music together to create the effects, and in the process of directing it and developing it, to see how something that's flat on paper or as a score becomes something in 3 dimensions, for me, that's really, really, really interesting. And to see different people rising to the challenge, developing their part, and to see the story take form. I think that's really interesting for me. As I say, it's not my first port of call, but it is such a fascinating project amongst a really great bunch of people. And it's this team that makes it live. So that's my answer.
Now, Tim, was it hard for you to get in character for Dr. Solomon, or is it a little bit of you in Dr. Solomon?
It is hard because it's not my usual place to be, but I used two stories that I have, 2 authors, C.S. Lewis and Charles Williams, who've written kind of books about the metaphysical kind of world and good and evil, that sort of thing, and they have some characters, and I looked at those characters, so that helped me a lot. And then talking to Alex to see what his vision was, so it's kind of a composite picture that's arisen. I'm not on stage a lot. I don't want to give too much of the plot away or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But the character I have is kind of informed by two stories I've read, more than film, and also by conversations with Alex.
Awesome. Salvatore.
Yeah. The same question, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, for me, well, I'm part of the company, so of course it's not the first show I'm doing with the company. But this one is, I would say, it's pretty, it's pretty hard for sometimes because when you see the different characters on the show, uh, and the people who are playing these characters are totally opposite. Sorry for my English, but you know, for example, for Dr. Solomon is really bad on the show, but it's so kind. It's so kind person. In reality, it's very funny, and I would say the same for Crane. Crane is Rene. He's also a bad person on the show, and it was pretty hard for him to play in that character because I think sometimes you don't want to be you don't want people think you are what you show. So sometimes it can be hard at that for that. For me, for example, I've been playing the priest. Well, not only a priest, but I don't want to spoil, so I don't say too much. But yeah, playing the priest for me, it was hard because there is a part where I have to do something that's very hard to do. I'm talking about an exorcism, and yeah, it's pretty hard to do. The text is very hard, and that's the most hard thing I had to do on the show because there's so much stuff uh, who play at the same time, so many people talking at the same time, and you have to be focused and say your lines, not try not to lose your words. But yeah, but it's very cool to work with people like that. It's very cool because we're all different and everybody brings something on the show with the energy or the experience, like Tim said. So yeah, it's very cool.
And you're playing double duty, like a majority of everyone here. Now, is it tough to go from being actor to dance choreographer at the same time?
No, because I've been doing musicals now for 70 years, I would say. So I'm pretty experienced on that. But I'm not only dancer. I always been a singer, actor, dancer. I start with all the things. So it's not very hard to do for me.
Now, what kind of
for me?
For you, now, what kind of dance routines are we going to be seeing in like Quintet?
Oh, it would be rock, more rock, a lot of rock. I would say it would be rock. The pop, a little bit of pop maybe, but more rock.
Rock is always
rock
fun.
music. Yeah. Well, not for everybody. Some people think that rock is very satanic. Yeah. But it's not only satanic. Sometimes, for me, the best slow music been written by rockers. So it depends.
And I'm gonna shoot next to Renee. Renee.
Well, what I'm going to say, actually, this project is a very big occasion to display talent, and everybody in this project, they're talented, in different manners, different ways. And, well, the first time I ever met Alex, I mean, we had a project of one musical comedy. And then after that, well, I started associating myself with Alex when he asked me also to be one of the teachers in the Broadway school. And actually, one of my students was Beatrice. Actually, I should have been one of her students. And Salvatore, well, he's an acquaintance from a karaoke contest because I remember when I saw this guy singing like James Brown, I said, Jesus Christ, this guy sings like James Brown. He can even do the guttural cry like James Brown and everything. And I never thought basically that we would actually meet in the same project with another guy also who was at this karaoke contest. And the occasion actually to get to meet also, I got to meet Tim with the Shakespearean play that he played when we did, like me and Beatrice, we were in operetta. And I got the chance to meet also Therese when we were producing something with The Bridge, which was a Broadway show coming from a school that we were all doing apprentice with. And, I mean, the occasion to work with this company is just amazing when you get to play certain characters. And actually, the way it is written corresponds a lot to our voices. Like me, I'm a former, well, I was trained classically. So I'm more like a variety singer. I sing the opera. I sing also musicals and some pop songs. And the way I've noticed how Alex writes this music, I just think it's exceptionally brilliant in the sense that it corresponds exactly to certain characters according to the music that he writes. Like, for example, the music, like my music, is exactly the music of an obnoxious SOB that turns into a werewolf. The music that he writes also for Salvatore is, the music that corresponds, for example, to the vampire and the priest. The music that he writes for Beatrice.
Don't say too much! Don't say too much!
To this simple, modest, girl. And of course, the remainder, of course, is him, who is the major character of the one who decides everything. So, I think it's really brilliant. It's like whether we had done also some other musical projects together. And it has always been a pleasure, getting to display talents with this project.
So now we have to say spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say anything. You say it.
Okay.
Hey, Renee, you seem like such a nice guy. How do you pull out your innermost asshole to be this character?
Well, the reason why, because I'm also an actor. I've appeared in some movies. I've appeared in 2 movies where I've done, like, for example, CIA agent where I'll open the door and close it. That was in the movie Mobius with Jean Dujardin and Cécile de France, and you also had Tim Roth in it. And there was another movie where I did the man who laughs this evil laugh, like something like that. It was in the movie Annette of Léon Carax with Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard. And also I appeared in a Belgian series called The Melting Pot Cafe. So I'm experienced in the acting world. So I'm able to exactly form a certain character of a person. Like me, personally, I'm not like, an obnoxious individual, but I can study the character and form the obnoxious side by interpreting this thing, not necessarily overacting the role, but more like being the role.
Now, is there an actual individual in your mind that when you're playing this character or a character, you're like, oh, I know this person in real life. Let me imitate that person?
Yes. Like I can associate it to a big time SOB that I knew in my life. And it's like a way of copying, but at the same time, it's like, like, for example, when you're painting something, you have to mix several colors to make one specific perspective. This is pretty much the same thing when you're acting.
And that's fun. That's always great because, I mean, I've always wondered, when it comes to actors and actresses, how do you get yourself into the mindset? And I mean, the closest thing I've ever done was scare acting in the haunted house, and even then you have to get yourself. I was thinking boy, you have to get your mindset where you have to scare people. So you have to. I can't be Travis Bruce from the horror realm, who's a nice guy for the most part. I have to be something terrifying, scary, mean, and that's always interesting to channel that energy in an inner character.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly the procedure to get into the skin of this evil person.
And next, I'm going to shoot to Beatrice. Beatrice,
Oh, so many questions. I don't know what to answer first. I really enjoy working with the new musical company because the people are so different and they have different backgrounds. I feel like I'm learning a lot with them all the time. And I like this show specifically because I love horror. I'm a big horror fan. And I like musicals, so put them together feels very special. And well, for my character, I personally had to do a lot of research with escape room movies because the story, we are actually five people waking up in this strange room and we don't know why we're there until we discover we have this psychopath manipulating us and making us go through some tasks to survive. So we have to build this tension together. And I think this is the biggest challenge, probably, because we have to be really connected all the time. We are on stage all the time. And we have to create this tension that has to build up until the end of the show. So, yeah, a lot of work.
And you said you've always been a horror fan. What is like the first horror movie that really got you into horror? That's what say scared the crap out of you.
When I was 5 years old, which is very young, my brother he made me watch The Alien. I don't know what Alien I watched, but I remember I think it was the second one because there was a little girl, and
yes.
I was very scared about Alien. And then I got a little bit traumatized. I didn't want to watch horror movies anymore. Until when I was 10, my mother, who is a big horror fan as well, she said, come on, we're gonna go through this and we're gonna watch horror movies together. And then I just became a fan. And I think The Exorcist, I was 12 when I watched. It was maybe the most horrifying for me.
It's definitely the most horrifying for most people. I ask people a lot of questions, and Exorcist is always like the number one answer for most people.
Yeah, it is for me, I think.
So, all right. So this is a round question. What if I'm someone who's interested in coming seeing the Night Quintet? I'm gonna ask each one of you, what is one thing why I should come? And definitely check out this performance. Renee, I will start off with you.
Well, I think the reason somebody should come see the Night Quintet is the incredible originality of the script and the show itself, because it may be a horror script and a horror show, but it's just unique. It's not like the others. It is unique with a unique style. That's why people should come and see the Night Quintet show.
Therese.
For me, I'm going to have to go back on the music. If you tell I'm a very big music person, it's the scores. You have to come and listen to the amazing talent of the vocalist and listening to the composition to realize that this is a person. The person is there. They created all of this, and all of these people came together and sang these things the way they've sung it. You have to hear the talent, and if you're a fan of rock music, like was said before, a fan of metal, things like that, then you're going to really enjoy this scoring. And again, like piggybacking off of Renee, the originality of all the scores. You have to come and see the music. Come and listen to the talent.
Interest.
Well, I think if you like horror, you definitely find yourself in the show, because I don't want to give any spoilers, but we Alex put together some different horror stereotypes, and if you like some type of horror movie, you'll definitely like this.
Salvatore?
Yeah, it will be. It's going to be hard to respond after all the response, because it's the originality of the show. The talents are it's crazy. But yeah, people have to see the Night Quintet. If they really love horror and musical, they need to come. It's a very for me, I will not say perfect because perfect doesn't exist for me, but it's what what it's closer to be a perfect combination between music, theater, and acting. Yeah. So if
And
people
Tim,
like musical or rock music or other stuff, yeah. If you like horror, you have to come.
I mean, rock and horror. I mean, you already got me sold. So, Tim,
I think quality. Come to see this show because it is quality. It's a mixture of great creativity. The the music is not just a. It's a whole range of different kind of songs that are tuned to the characters that are being played, and the action is the blocking and all this. It's a labor of love. It's a creative thing. And it is quality because there are quality people creating it and quality people singing, performing in it. You'll have a good show. That's why.
awesome. So, listen, Teresa, I'm going to toss a responsibility on you. How can we find the Night Quintet and also purchase tickets?
Okay. For everyone that's interested in purchasing a ticket, please go to www.newmusicalcompany.com. And I'm actually going to double check this. Sorry, I didn't pop off your screen, did I? I'm still there?
No, you're still here.
Okay, great. Yep, the newmusicalcompany.com. And if you click on our link, we have a wonderful link that you can click onto that'll direct you directly to the production. Did you also ask where the production is taking place?
Yes.
Okay. It is going to be at I almost did that with the theater.
Théâtre Marigny.
Thank you. Because he already knows how I am about I don't like to see
Théâtre Marigny.
Yes. Thank you. Théâtre Marigny. And it is in Brussels. And we will be having several shows on Thursday and Friday. And unfortunately, it's a short running show. So don't miss out. To come in and see us because as fast as it begins, it ends just as quick.
Well, the link is down and will be down in the description box, so definitely click on it and definitely check it out. It seems like it's going to be a fun show. All right, listen, I'm going to give everybody a time to plug. Renee, where can everyone find you?
Sorry, the question you said, what?
Where can everyone find you on social media?
You can find me on YouTube. On YouTube. Pretty much on YouTube and on Instagram.
Okay. And Salvatore.
You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, as but not as Salvatore. It will be Tore Music, so Tore Music, and you can find me there on Instagram and YouTube, and all the streaming platforms.
And Tim.
Being the age I am, Facebook and also Instagram. That's me.
And Therese.
There's two places where you can find me. I'm listed under my company also, that is Maverick the Joker's Wild, and also at www.themaverick.com. Maverick is spelled with 2 I's, and also, of course, with the New Musical Company, which is the best way to find me.
And Patrice.
So you can find me on YouTube and Instagram, and you just have to put my name, actually, Beatrice Drummond. And you can find me in a lot of productions of the New Musical Company.
Listen, everyone, thank you. By the way, I want to shout out to Alex as well. Listen, guys, I'm looking forward to the Night Quintet.
We hope one day you can see our show.
Well, I definitely listen. I was telling Alex,
Absolutely.
I want to come to Brussels. Brussels is the biggest reason is I'm a huge Jean-Claude Van Damme fan.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes, I'm a huge Jean-Claude Van Damme fan. And I know he does a lot of autograph signings there, so that's the reason I want to go. But yes, I definitely want to get to Brussels and definitely check out some of the productions.
Great.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you for coming to the Horror Room. I'm Travis Bruce, and this is the team and the cast of Night Quintet. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.